"Is she talking to me?" It's like, you know. And Sue goes, "Oh, Mayor."
You're watching Basement Politics with
Hello,
my dad, Freddie
Yonkers. This
Vasquez.
first episode is named Hollywood on the Hudson, Stars in Schools.
Thanks for having me. It's wonderful to have the viewers.
Ready, wait.
Come here. When you first took off,
Good evening, folks. Happy Friday. It's Freddie Vasquez back on unexpectedly to talk about an incident that happened that has now put my family and I on heightened alert. Who is that man? Who is that gentleman to the left there of the mayor, Freddie Vasquez? Let's find out what is going on. Good evening, folks. I'm Freddie Vasquez. This is Basement Politics Unfiltered. I wasn't going to come on and do a podcast tonight, actually, but some interesting stuff happened. Some very scary things happened early this afternoon with a city employee or someone who I believe to be a city employee. I've seen him around at city council meetings. He's also here with the mayor for this podcast or whatever they were intending on doing, which never went further than episode 1. Who is the gentleman sitting there on the left next to the mayor? Well, that gentleman today showed up at my house knocking on my door, and then he drove off. I followed him, and then many of you saw what happened after. But I want to show the security camera footage, and I'm doing this because, this is a real safety issue. It concerns me. I got to think about this, and I want to put it out there and make it public. This is how I, protect myself and my family, by making it public. And so this is why I want to put this guy on blast here. But I also will be following up with the police department. I did notify the police, and I will be giving them this footage and stuff. So I want to show you here from not all the footage. This is just from my one of my security cameras. I have another one that faces this way, shows everything. But what you're going to see here is his car. This is his car here. He drives slowly. So he's obviously looking for my number. And then when he realizes it's the number, he then drives up quickly and parks. Here he is coming up my stairs here. And so I fast forward a little bit to show him leaving. And it's interesting because as soon as he turns around to walk away, he gets on his cell phone to send a text and then puts the phone in his pocket, almost like, I did it. He came here. See, he's on his phone now. And then he puts his phone. So it's kind of very scary. It's like assassin-like, right? Like he's coming to do something nefarious. On his cell phone, texting. And he puts the phone in his pocket and he walks off. He doesn't go to any other house. He goes directly towards his car. But when I see him going towards his car, I come out and he notices that. So he then quickly walks towards the house that's in front of where he parked his car, where his car is in front of. And he knocks on their door, but he's hiding behind a bush. So I go back inside and then he takes off. He goes in his car and takes off. Again, this is him walking, texting, and it looks like maybe he's texting somebody, whoever sent him there, whoever gave him my address and say, hey, go there and harass Freddie Vasquez, whatever his purpose was. But it wasn't something innocent. And I have my contrast on this camera too high. Just turn it down. And then I come out. So then I get up my car real quick and I follow him. And then this is what happens. And again, you know, if he's doing something innocent, right? If you're just going and giving palm cards, which that wasn't what he was doing at all, or you know, just whatever. If you knocked on someone's door and they're asking what, you know, what's up, what's going on? Did you need something? And now you're making it into this big thing of, whoa, what are you doing here? I could be here. This is my neighborhood. Like you get into this combative back and forth with me, get aggressive. You take an aggressive stance. You then come up close to me. He literally did. He touched my head. I mean, it's not like he hit me well. I'm like, ow, but he put it so close. And at that point, you can't see his phone. It's past mine, right? And then he backs up. And so he kept like challenging me. Like he wanted me to respond and be aggressive towards him. And I'm not sure if that's his motive, is to get a reaction out of me, to get me into some kind of trouble. But I'm not going to respond to these guys unless they do something physical to me. Then, of course, in defending myself, I most certainly will. But I wasn't going to do that here. And this man is representing the mayor. This man came out here with the mayor's palm cards. He had a stack of them in his hand, although he didn't hand out any of them except for the one he left at my door. He's working in official capacity if he's coming out with palm cards, right? For the mayor's campaign, at least. He is a city employee. So why is he conducting himself in this type of behavior? Why is he showing up to just my house? I mean, that's just strange right there. This is what happened after I
Going around
because he pulls over.
doing some weird stuff because he's like, maybe I'm
He doesn't do anything but sits there and turns on his blinkers. You came to my house and you're concerned about me?
bugging. He comes to my door, but then nobody. Is this what you guys do? This how? No, he just standing there. Tell me all you want.
So now he gets out of his car and starts
I
recording
record
me.
You tell me how's it going. I'm wondering what you're doing around here. I know who you are. You're the guy that does all the stuff for me. Dude, you know I got cameras, right? All of them. No, not this. I'm not talking about my phone. I'm talking about cameras all over, right? So what are you doing over here?
Well, notice he has the stack of the mayor's palm cards. Why is he trying to hide them? That doesn't make sense. You came to my door, you knocked on it, you left the palm card, but you're hiding them. If he was smart, which I don't think he really is, he would have said, I'm sorry, I'm going around handing out palm cards. But he's not that bright. And he tries to hide the palm cards. Like he doesn't want us to know or see that he has the mayor's palm cards, Mayor Mike Spano's palm cards in his hand.
No, this is my neighborhood. Why are you doing over here? I'm wondering who you are because you're coming to my door and then you're just going, leaving off in your car. You didn't know? You don't know you came to my door? What are you?
So now he's acting like he doesn't know about knocking on my door. So why are you lying? If you're not doing anything wrong, why are you lying?
What are you doing? You're in my neighborhood. Because you're a stranger in my neighborhood. I know everybody that lives here and you don't live here. So why are you here?
I was just making sure everything was okay, that's all.
I'm making sure everything's okay. You don't need to. I live here. You don't need to make sure everything's okay.
Does this make you feel better to put a camera in my face?
See, at this
Doesn't
point,
bother
he puts
me,
it
man.
so far in my face.
Obviously it does. You got
It
you.
doesn't, because you're a stranger. You're
You're a stranger in the neighborhood that you don't belong in.
I live here too.
Where do you live?
I live in Yonkers. Where do you live?
This
What's
is
your address? What's your address? Which is your house? You said I was knocked in your house.
dude, I seen you do that stupid little podcast with
So you see, he's lying about having knocked on my door, but I just showed you the video where he did. And he walks off. He doesn't go across the street to the other house. He didn't come from the house next door. He doesn't go to the one on the other side of me. He didn't go to either house.
the mayor. I know who you are, right? Right? I know what you did. My cameras caught the way you were moving.
The way I was moving.
Yeah.
How was I moving?
You know what you did. Otherwise, you would get up out of here.
I'm not scared of you.
I'm not saying you have to be scared of me.
You're videotaping. You don't want to know what's going on.
I'm videotaping a stranger walking around making strange movements in the neighborhood where I have my kids and family. And now you're in my face. And now you're in, I'm by my car. Your car's over there. You can get in your car and you can drive off. But instead, you're choosing to come up in my face. You are. And I told you what I was doing. I don't have a problem. No, I.
So he continues to engage me, asking if I have the problem, but he's the one that's in an area he doesn't live in. He's the one that's doing strange, suspicious activity. Folks, people will knock on doors to see if homeowners are home in order to break into them. People come to doors pretending to be Con Edison or something else official with some flyer paper in their hand in order to rob people. This has happened many, many, many times. So why would this city employee, the man that's sitting next to the mayor that rolls around with the mayor, who I am hearing from sources is security for the mayor, come to my door in such a suspicious manner and then become aggressive about it after the fact?
I'm not.
Should we call the police?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. You
I
tell me
live
that
here.
This is your neighborhood and you're watching out.
That's
You have
right.
Official capacity looking out for
You ever heard of Neighborhood Watch?
Are you in a neighborhood watch?
I'm a Neighborhood Watch. That's right. That's right.
You have identification?
No, you identify yourself. You don't belong here.
I'm not in a neighborhood watch.
Okay. You work for the mayor. This is how you represent yourself and represent the mayor.
How I represent.
You represent Mayor Spano. This is how you represent the mayor.
I'm not here representing.
Mayor Spano. This is the individuals you hire to rep. Yeah, there you go. Go ahead.
At that moment, he realized that. He realized that what he's doing is stupid. And so he goes to walk away. But his emotions and his ego just won't let him leave immediately. His pride. He wants to show me because he's looking at me like I'm some dumb spick. I have no doubt. I've seen that look before. He goes, where do you live? You don't belong here. This is not your neighborhood, as if you're nobody. You ain't shit. Mr. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy.
That's right.
Look at you. Pandering. Look what you're doing, actually. You're a lackey. You're a gopher. This is what they got you doing in order to have your taxpayer job.
You represent the mayor and look at how you're conducting yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself, okay? You're being aggressive. You're in my neighborhood. You're doing strange things. You're acting weird. Now you're coming up to my car when I'm trying to find out who you are. You don't live here, and I know this, that you don't live around here. So now you can get in your car and keep it moving. You were being aggressive. You just hit me with your phone in my head.
I hit you.
Yeah, you put it. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
All right. I got it. I didn't put it in your face that close. Okay, good. You hit me in my head. I didn't say face. You hit me in my head with the camera. You did. You hit me in the head with your phone. You absolutely did. You absolutely did. And you are representing the mayor. You work for the city of Yonkers, and this is what you're doing. This is what people in the city of Yonkers do. These are aggressive individuals. They act in this manner rather than being professional, mature, say, you know what, I apologize if I made you feel uncomfortable in your community, in your neighborhood. This is what I'm doing here. I'm sorry, and I'm moving on. That's it. I don't have to be a police officer.
Told me to get back in my car.
I don't know why he keeps saying it and asking me if I'm a police officer. And it's funny because Rurose tries to say that I think I'm a DOJ agent. I don't know if he's trying to, get me to say, yeah, I'm a police officer or impersonate a cop or whatever. But he keeps saying that. I don't have to be a police officer. I live on that street. You don't. You're acting suspiciously. I'm protecting myself, my property, and my neighbors. I want to make sure that you're not going around trying to rob homes. And in fact, a car was broken into a few nights ago, 3 houses down. So yeah, there's a reason for me to be out here concerned with individuals like you.
Why are you making demands?
Because I'm telling you to go. If you're saying this, I don't have a problem, go ahead and go. You can go, but you're choosing to stay here and engage me.
This is my city too.
Okay.
You're engaging me.
No, I'm not.
Taping my car.
No, I'm
I got out
not.
of
You
my
can
car.
leave.
I thought maybe you might have a problem.
Bye.
Can I help you?
You can leave.
Do you have a problem?
You can leave. You're my problem.
You need some help, Freddie?
You see, there you go. He says, do you need some help, Freddie? What is he trying to imply? The same thing that these losers and these disgusting individuals here, I mean, our city is really, it's just unbelievable. This is what they say on their post, the Bryans, the Ruroses, about the mental unstable, this, that, and the third, psychotic. Same thing Brian would say about Ruros and other people many years ago. And so he's trying to imply the same thing. Do you need help, Freddie? You know who I am. He knows very well who I am. And that's what concerns me. He wasn't there innocently. He was there for a reason. And so if you got a problem, let it be known. Don't be sneaky about it. I don't know who you are, but he thinks he's very tough because at one point, just before he leaves, he tells me to watch my back. But he mumbled it. He knows he didn't want the camera to catch that. These are cowards. Cowards. Want to be tough guys. They're protected by the police, the law enforcement, so they feel they can do whatever they want. Officials protect them. They can do whatever they want. But I'm not going to allow them to do whatever they want with me.
No, I don't need help. See, they know who I am. You see, you just made it obvious now. Thank you. Go ahead. Yo, I will tell you this. The more you do this, go ahead. What am I? I'm a clown.
So he calls me a clown. This guy comes to my neighborhood on my street, knocks on my door, takes off, approaches me in an aggressive manner after I'm trying to figure out who is this individual that came onto my property there, my door, my steps over there, and is now being aggressive towards me. Then he calls me a clown. This is a city employee. This man rides around with the mayor of the city of Yonkers. So when they talk about mob, crime, family, and this, all that, this is what they mean. This is intimidation. So I'm not sure why this is happening when I, thought we was having an understanding. But this puts me on heightened alert because I have my family here, and I don't play those games. I don't play those games. This isn't about a podcast or post anymore. I don't know that dude. He doesn't know me. And so that puts me on heightened alert. And listen, call me paranoid, call me whatever you want. But I got 3 people here that I care about most in this world to defend. And I will do that by any means necessary. And it will not be easy for you regardless of what happens, because at the end of the day, there will be no winners here.
Clown. You hear this? Mayor Spano, this is the man that you hired. Calls people clowns. You are absolutely here under Mayor Spano's direction. You are absolutely here under Mayor Spano's direction. Look, he's got a little Mayor Spano cards. You are absolutely here under Mayor Spano. Now you're encroaching on my space. Yeah. You know what that means?
That's a big word.
Yeah. Did you get your degree or do you have a GED?
I don't know. What does it mean? Freddie?
You tell me.
I don't know.
I just said it to you in a sentence, so tell me what it means.
I'm asking you what that meant.
Why are you still here?
Why is he engaging me in this conversation? Why is he going back and forth over the definition of a word, which I use correctly in a sentence? He continues to call my name because he wants me to know that he knows my name. So what? Am I supposed to be afraid because you know my name? I'll get all your information also. Doesn't mean much. Everybody knows my name at this point.
Why are you still here?
My town too.
Why are you still here? This man represents the mayor. This man works for the mayor, and this is how he conducts himself. You're going around, look at what he's doing for the mayor, and this is what you're doing in people's neighborhoods. This is the people that represent Mayor Mike Spano. Look at this guy. What are you going to do? You're going to fight me or something? So then get in your car and go. Go ahead. Oh, you don't want me to tell you to leave, right? You're going to wait till...
No, I'd rather not turn my back on you.
Oh, what am I going to do to you? What am I going to do to you? You're the one that's being aggressive.
You're the one that was being aggressive.
You're the one being aggressive. Because you were doing strange movements. I thought you were robbing houses. I didn't know if you were scoping out houses to see if people were home so you could rob them. I don't know.
You saw me knock on the door with the flyer.
Right.
What are you saying? Which one?
Thieves knock on doors to see if people are in their homes. And if they're...
This guy just can't walk away. He keeps going towards his car, coming back. He's obviously upset. He didn't anticipate me coming out and coming up to him because they're used to people being scared. There used to be people being easily intimidated and not wanting any trouble. But I'm with the smoke. That's what we say in the street. I'm with the smoke. I don't care. You guys don't frighten me. I'm going to put you on blast. Thought we're supposed to have understanding, but I guess not. I don't know who this dude is coming to my house. And I don't appreciate that. So I'm going to be finding out who this guy exactly is and where he's from. Is he from Yonkers? Who is this guy? So I wanted to make sure that he wasn't going around giving other people palm cards, and he wasn't. I spoke to neighbors, and I want to be sure. This is a neighbor here that I went, one of the neighbors, and I asked, and they told me no one had knocked on their door. Hey, how you doing? Did anyone come knocking on your door?
What is it?
Yeah, nobody came. Yeah,
I was out. But
no, just now, because a guy comes knocking. I'm having an issue with the city. We've been dealing with them forever.
your basement.
Yeah, basement. Yeah. So I'm basement politics. That's right. They know who I am. People know who I am. That clown was acting stupid. The clown. He's the clown for doing what he did. He didn't anticipate me coming outside and seeing him. I don't know if he didn't think I had video cameras, but I got you. Got your face. You're at my door. You walk to your car. It shows you clearly hesitating to go to your car. Then you go to the other house where you knock on the door, keep knocking, no one opened there. Then you try to hide behind the bush there. Then when I went back inside, you quickly try to go to your car. That's when I came back out, jumped in mine, and caught up to you. I'm not sure why you were there, homeboy, Mr. Tough Guy, and I don't know what you mean by I better watch my back. But I'm always watching my back. You don't got to remind me or tell me. And I'm not going to threaten you. I'm not going to say anything. You do what you have to do. That's it. But I will be speaking with the police about this. It's very unusual. And even seeking to have a meeting with the mayor, speaking to my attorneys about this. Why is this individual coming to my door? And I'm just documenting everything, continue to do so. He made it obvious. He knew who I was. I mean, he definitely was coming just to my door. That's all he was there for. Why? That's what I want to know. So I want to be looking into that. So, Mr. I don't know who you are just yet, but I will know. And I'm hearing that he may be the security to Mayor Spano. If that's true, why is his security coming to my door? Such a suspicious manner. With his palm cards. Then he says he's not there for the mayor. He tries to hide the palm cards. Why? And then he tells me to watch my back. Okay. No problem. I got you, buddy. Folks, another standoff. I didn't get to see this one right away. This happened yesterday at Dunkin' Donuts on Tuckahoe Road. Police officer with his gun out. And I was a bit confused because there's a man with a bat, but that's not the guy who the police officer had his gun on. It was the guy that was sitting there. You'll see in the video. The police officer is actually, Carmen Gomez Goldberg, very, involved in politics here in the city of Yonkers. This is her son. And he was out here. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I don't know the details. All I know is that he had his weapon drawn and there was some stuff happening and people were concerned. People were inside. Some people, you could hear him say, I've never seen a police officer with his gun drawn. So what was going on? Let's take a look. So it starts here where you can see this officer here pointing he has his gun out. Doesn't have the finger on the trigger. That's a safety technique. You don't want to accidentally pull the trigger. This guy has a bat, but he's not pointed the gun at him. And so he's waiting for backup here. And this has to be a tense situation for the police officer. But the guy with the bat looks more threatening. He's got to tell that guy with the bat to chill. Listen, dude, go somewhere with the bat because you're escalating the situation. I got my gun drawn here. That's the husband of Melissa Goldberg. She's actually the director of the city film department. And I'm not sure who these two individuals are here. Here comes backup. Oh, is that his vehicle? Maybe that's his vehicle. Anybody know what happened here? Comment in the comment sections. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on here. This is the Dunkin' Donuts on Tuckahoe Road. I don't know what's happening here. Let me see if we can maybe have some. Where's backup at? Almost 3 minutes.
What's the problem? I don't even know what is going on here.
I was coming down the hill in my car. The guy over there in the white shirt sits down. I was trying to pull a woman out in front of the car.
Wow.
He was beating the hell out of her.
Oh, apparently from what they're saying, he was trying to pull a woman out of her
I just
car.
want to get in my car and go.
Exactly, me too.
I just want to go, man.
So, folks, be
Oh my
careful
God,
out there.
this
This
is
has been
something
happening a lot.
historical.
You see, he has, you see, I've never seen an officer with
Me
guns
neither.
on.
First time ever. First time
How
I
do
see
you
one
know
with
that
the
this guy
gun.
will violate?
But he's very calm because you see he knows how to control the situation.
The guy with the bat, I don't understand what the guy with the bat's doing.
Yeah, I don't know what the guy with the bat's doing. I'm not sure why he doesn't just approach the man, have him get on the floor, and I don't know. It seems like it's only him. I mean, I don't want to, I'm not a police officer. I'm just saying.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, oh shit.
Uh-oh.
You shoot the guy now? Oh my goodness.
I don't want to see that. You better stay down. I don't want to see a dead person by the first time.
Well, then stop looking. Turn away.
He better stay down. I don't want to see that.
And don't look. It's already
Holy
after
cow,
4
this is
minutes. What's
insane.
up with, I mean, a police officer with his gun drawn, you would think that police would come flying. Dude, you really just messed it all up here.
Okay.
Shit.
I just want to get in the
Oh, here comes backup.
I just want to get in the vehicle.
First time I
Now
see.
they done blocked off the damn street.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Those people are more concerned with leaving than what's going on. They don't care. They just want to go.
I don't understand. You know what I don't know?
I don't know what is going on here. I think he's afraid. The police officer, I think he's afraid.
I think he's afraid. Yeah, he's looking for that.
Yeah, I think
Okay, here come the real one.
Yeah, I think he's afraid. That's why he don't do nothing. Oh, this is getting serious now.
Okay, he gonna get down now because he knows
Okay.
too many of them.
Yeah.
Wow. Now you guys.
Oh, sorry. No. Go ahead.
The guy was saying the police officer's
Now
afraid.
he's gonna get down because he ain't got a prayer.
That's a good phone.
Oh, you zoom that sucker in there.
Oh.
Just zoom in. There you go.
Oh.
Really, man? Is it
So again, I'm not sure what's going on. From based on what I heard from the people, it sounded like he was trying to pull
That's
somebody.
gonna have a long time in jail.
Yeah, it took a minute. Got
Oh
the first
Who's
priest.
the other brother?
What about a taser?
But this no.
Police officers not carry the tasers? What happened to the taser? And the taser guy, I don't know. It was that guy, apparently what they were saying there is that he may have tried to pull a woman out of a car. I don't know. But I don't know. If you guys know what happened, let me know. Comment there. I just wanted to show that video. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was also interesting because of who it was, whose son that was. That's Carmen Gomez Goldberg. She's very, very well known here in the city of Yonkers, involved, politically a lot. And his wife being Melissa Goldberg, who's the head of the film department here in the city of Yonkers. That was crazy there. Folks, Shanae Williams, before I get up out of here, Shanae Williams, I mean, I don't know. Is it obvious that you went and got the city's favorite pedophile, convicted pedophile, Ruros, to come and do a video after I showed up there to inquire what was going on after I got some information from sources? Sources told me earlier today that Shanae Williams has been hanging out at this location near the waterfront by the DMV. According to the source alleges that this is some program. It's a film school, actually. It's a film school that's opening up, and it's supposed to be done or being built there by the new boyfriend of Councilwoman Shanae Williams. So I wasn't being negative, okay? I don't know what it was. You could have said, Freddie, this is what it is. They always, you hide. You're very evasive, right? You're not transparent. So what do you think people are going to, the perception they're going to get? So I went there. You could have said, hey, this is what we're doing. I think this is this, that, and a third, whatever. Okay, if it's that great, then let me know. But no, she chose to, be a little rude, and the way she engaged, kind of standoffish, telling me that I'll find out when I need to find out. And, people commented, other people reached out to me, privately to say that's just her attitude. But also, that's what I've heard from constituents. That's her attitude, right? And so instead of helping constituents who are in need of their help, who are waiting to hear back from Shanae Williams, she's been spending her days down here helping her boyfriend, allegedly. Allegedly, I'm saying this is what I was told by the source. They also mentioned that Shanae has also helped funnel money to do this project. And it's called Glocks for Ox. It's supposed to be a gun program to help kids turn in their Glocks, if they have them, their guns, for cameras. But wasn't there a program like that called Snug, Guns Backwards? Another program that has seen millions of dollars funded to it or given to it to do just that. And maybe not trade cameras specifically, but to help stop gun violence, particularly among young people here in the city of Yonkers. So is there a need for another one? And I love how they say actions, not words. Yeah, a lot of people are looking to take actions, Mr. Pedophile. But unfortunately, people don't always get the support. Most people don't get the same support that individuals like this get. They don't get the funding. They don't get the city council members to come and volunteer at their programs. How many have volunteered at your programs? Any of you folks out there who have nonprofits that isn't connected with them and they're getting everything, right? Obviously, you guys will say some good always, but for the most part, most people are not having that same, consideration. But why is she giving it to this particular organization? And they are eagerly awaiting their new ambulance that's been converted into a film vehicle, right? It's used to do filming and stuff. And it's being converted into this film thing over at No Limit Auto Body. Actually, I saw that when they brought it in. And so is this really about helping the community, serving the kids that are at risk, kids that are participating in gun violence? Or is it really just a film school being set up there, and they're presenting it as some nonprofit organization to help kids in the community in order to get funding? Sure, they may take in a couple kids, but the majority of the students will probably be kids that come from good homes already, kids that are doing well already, the kids that are not usually at risk, because they're the ones that will make the programs look successful. But of course, those are not the kids that need the most help. The ones that do, they ignore. And this has been told to me by many people throughout the city of Yonkers who know these programs. They don't always select, those that need it the most. They want to get the kids that is easier, the ones that, are already on track to doing well. And that's great. I'm not saying we should exclude them. But we need to specifically target those that are at risk, the most difficult ones, the ones that will be likely or more likely to pick up a gun and shoot someone or end up dead or in jail. But is this really what this program is all about? And why is she volunteering so much time there? There are constituents that need you, that have contacted your office, and you're nowhere to be found. Is this your job? Is this in your job description? And why did she pick up that paintbrush as if she truly was doing anything there? Because she was not. There was no painting going on. And she's straight up lying on Yonkers' Voice. Birds of a feather flock together. You're right about that, Brian.
Yeah, so this is the block. This is Pier Street, Yonkers, New York. First landed, came off the plane from JFK. There was 11 of us staying here in this 2-bedroom apartment We could just like, crash and sleep with each other, three of us on a bed. And we were used to that because that's kind of how it was in Jamaica too. I had an accent, I had a chip, goofy little kid. I had to really learn very quickly how to assimilate and speak more like, with an American accent. So my mom was able to get a good job working at a daycare in Hastings. It's a different world. It's different Westchester. I'd never realized my blackness until I got to Hastings. I never realized how poor I was until I got there. Westchester is one of the richest counties in our nation. Even though you have a lot of wealthier neighborhoods, there's also a lot of poor neighborhoods, a lot of neighborhoods where people are living in poverty, can't afford to pay their rent, can't afford to buy food. When you have the lens that I have, you're constantly thinking about people from marginalized communities, people from underserved communities, people who just don't know how to go about getting access to resources and information. That's why I'm running for Westchester County Clerk. We need someone to look out for that small mom and pop shop who's struggling, especially during a pandemic. We need someone to fight for the single mother who is working 2 or 3 jobs while her child is at home. We need public officials who are not living in the shadows. In fact, we need people who are.
You are living in the shadows, and you were in the shadows today on that side street there off Vanderdock, volunteering your time at Glocks for Ox, the program that is allegedly being brought to Yonkers by her new boyfriend. This is something that was also talked about with John Mueller. He was very, I guess, instrumental in getting this here before he ended up leaving here in the city of Yonkers. So she talks about not realizing her blackness till she left Yonkers. And some people question if she still is not realizing her blackness, right? But I'm just joking. Shanae Williams talks about needing to help the single family. I should say the single mother. Well, there's a woman here that is in need. She's reached out to your office many, many times. She's asking you to clear these cars that should be cleared out. There's no reason why that you should not be contacting the police to have them towed away. They are abandoned. They are blocking an easement. This mother is not only having to deal with this problem, she's also having to deal with family members and their health care. Her mom is having health issues, and she has to deal with that. She's going through a lot. She's by herself. And you would think that Shanae would help her. That's what she says here in this video. But she's ignoring this woman. And she's not going to be in her office until Monday. She's been volunteering her time over there at Glocks for Ox. Yeah, I don't think she was doing much work. Let's show the Ruros video here. I want to show what she said because obviously it was in response to my video, right? What I did earlier today. So she obviously had to do something in response to it. Why?
That was painted by.
Did you have to do some damage control, Shanae? Is that what this is? Damage control? That's what they do, right? It's kind of Jessica Gordon, a la Jessica Gordon when she was, yelling at the street vendor and harassing the people there and saying some things that she shouldn't have said. What did she do? She went and got the best liar out here. Well, I don't know if he's the best. The pedophile, the guy that's convicted of pedophilia that Shanae is well aware of at this point, the man who pled guilty to or was caught by undercover cops selling 6 grams of cocaine. His victims are still here. The family, some of them working for the city. They hate this guy, yet our city councilwoman has no problems dealing with and engaging, supporting, funding, and enabling a pedophile. And on top of that, she has him over here by this Glocks for Ox that's supposed to be for the community, helping at-risk kids. What about kids that have been sexually assaulted? What if Ruros is there? How will they feel? Maybe you should consider that, Shanae, if you are to service all the kids in this community. I'm just saying, he is convicted.
As you can see behind me is the Glocks for Ox logo that was painted by local artists from Yonkers, Katori Walker and Evan Bishop. They did a great job the other day, and here I'm still volunteering my time to help out because...
Notice there's no paint on her hands. I don't know if you guys have ever painted before, but I have, especially when you're using the roller. You're going to get some paint on your hands. But all that paint was already done. It's dried. It's been there for a while. but she's trying to show you a paint roller as if she's actually doing something. What a lie.
To be a public-private partnership where the public, the kids who are, looking for things to do, we'll be working with our police department, with Sick Film School, to make sure that we get their guns out of their hands and off the streets and put them in a safe space where they can be creative and do something constructive. And that's what this is about. That's what this space is. And so I'm really excited about it. I'm just helping out. I'm also having an event, my birthday kickoff, my birthday fundraiser, Monday at 6 to 9 p.m. right here.
So she's having her birthday event kickoff there. So that's what she's getting it ready for. That's what she's been there all week and all however long, volunteering, quote unquote, her time for, to get her birthday event space ready. Like, I mean, this right here should frustrate you folks. They sit there, do nothing, get paid, do nothing. They are the ones that's supposed to do something. They fund their friends, their families, their boyfriends. It's all about looking a certain way. How are you going to help kids just with a film school? Sure, some kids will be into films, but not all kids want to do film. Are you telling me everyone that has, the probability of picking up a gun and using it wants to do film? They may want something else. They may like to do law. They may be great lawyers. They may be great doctors. They may be great businessmen, great teachers, because they have experience, unique experience that some people don't have, right? Guide them and mold them. This is about her and whoever she's doing this with and their benefit to be here for Lionsgate. Let's take advantage of all the filming that's going to be done here.
At this awesome
this
space.
place?
Yes.
But we're having the opening on Tuesday, 11 a.m., correct?
They'll be launching the first ever, I really don't want to give away too much.
No, just
they'll be
open,
launching what's
come on
called
down.
a sick tank. Okay, sick tank is the first ambulance ever renovated for film production.
So guys, we don't want to give
The
up.
sick tank, the first ambulance renovated for film production. And now that has to do what? So folks, they're receiving money, grant money, tax money, funding for their own benefits, their private personal projects. This is what this is about. And I'm tired of seeing money being wasted and kids being forgotten. In fact, Shanae, many kids are being pushed out of your neighborhood, your district. The kids that really are going to be the ones that you're talking about, the at risk, they may not be there too long. So who are going to be the ones that are going to be benefiting from this Glocks for Ox or Sick Film School? Because that's really what it's about. It's Sick Film School. Go check it out online. Who's really going to benefit? It's going to be the kids of the upper class, the ones that are connected. That's who it's going to be for, just like the film school that they're going to do over there by the old Leak and Watts. Come on.
Too much information, but we want you to all to come down here.
11 a.m. Tuesday the 23rd. I should know because it's also my birthday. Tuesday the 23rd at 11 a.m. We'll be having a big press event right here at 1 Larkin Plaza.
Really quick, there goes Jack Klein, the guy that comes on and makes all the stupid comments on my page. He's saluting her.
In the downtown.
So guys, come on down. Let me show you just a little bit. They're doing work, so we don't want to show too much, just a few minutes. But come down Tuesday and check the masterpiece.
Yes.
That's...
Check the masterpiece.
Yeah. Sick Film School, Glocks for Ops, for the community, for the youth, for the people. It's all positive energy, positive vibes, doing something good for Yonkers.
Now, Shanae, this is going to be open the whole entire year round, or is just now? What is it?
It's open indefinitely. Once it's open, it's open. But it's really going to be geared towards specific youth in the community that's going to be focused on social impact content. That's what SICK stands for. It's going to be a really good, positive program that's going to really help redirect our young people that may be struggling with some things in this community. So,
do you know my hashtag, Shanae?
Do you know my hashtag? Says what? She says it's going to be to redirect kids. You don't give any real specific details. So you know that she doesn't fully understand this, or what she's saying is not all the way true, or if true at all. It's supposed to help redirect kids. By how? By teaching them filming, film production. Are they all going to be interested in that? I mean, you know, we got to get these kids educated. Are they just going to learn film? What about academic stuff? You know, I mean, what's the ages? How do you enroll in the program? You're saying you're going to be targeting specific kids. Who are these specific kids? From where?
Hashtag Shanae.
Social impact content. That's propaganda, actually. Look it up.
Open is open, but it's really going to be geared towards specific youth in the community that's going to be focused on social impact content. That's what SICK stands for. It's going to be a really good positive program that's going to really help redirect our young people that may be struggling with some things.
It's going to be a really good program that's going to redirect and really help kids that are struggling with some things.
In this community. So,
Do you know my hashtag, Shanae?
hashtag Yonkers voice?
No.
What is it?
Hashtag actions, not words. Things like this is what really makes a difference.
So, yeah, the brush is dry because she didn't paint. She was not painting. She was just standing around there. Trust me, I was watching her for a little bit before I went across the street. I was by Singers. And she was just standing there chilling with two dudes. And that's it. One of the two dudes was doing some work, but she was just chilling with the other guy talking. No painting. No paint on her hands. Jack Klein, hey, beautiful. You're truly classy lady for handling yourself the way you did today. And he's referring to my video, I guess. Yeah, that's real classy, right? She couldn't give me any information, but she can give Ruros information. She told me that it's for me to find out when it's time, I guess, or whatever she said. But she can tell Ruros. Why didn't she just say that to me? Say, hey, Freddie, you know what? I'm going to be the classier person, as this Jack Klein says. And I'm going to, explain to you exactly what we're doing here. I don't want you to have misinformation. This is SICK program. SICK stands for Social Impact Content. What we plan to do here is reach out to at-risk youth, kids that are more likely, have a high probability of getting into trouble in their neighborhoods, specifically with guns and gangs. And so what we seek to do is create a film program here where we can engage these young people in something positive, something that will redirect them away from the criminality that's right at their fingertips in their neighborhoods every day that I haven't done anything about. And so we hope that with this film program, my boyfriend and I can get these kids on the right path to becoming the new Steven Spielbergs. Don't shoot glots, shoot film. That's what you could have said to me. That would have been handling it like a classy person instead of saying, what are you doing here? Why are you recording? Where are you getting your information from? And I do it that way because that's what it sounded like to me. And I know because I've seen them many times in the city car talking about, I'm not in the mood. You have to be in the mood. You're in a city vehicle, you're working. I mean, and again, I'm just trying to get an answer for someone that's needing an answer from you, that's needing your help, and you're completely ignoring this person. What kind of a advocate, council representative is that? This is where she's at. So anyone who wants to see Shanae Williams and needs something from the councilwoman, if you're in her district, you can find her there, right across from Singers. Go there. Speak to her there. She's not in her office. You might as well. What about the homeless in the community right across from her hanging out in that area? Right. She doesn't care about them. They're going to be up out of here soon. Don't worry. When the rich people come that she wants to, be around, that she hopes to be like, to make her forget about her blackness, I know she hates me. That's okay, because I call it like I see it. I'm Freddie Vasquez. This is Basement Politics Unfiltered. Folks, if you have any information on that guy that came to my home, please reach out to me. Let me know. politicwithfred@gmail.com. I also put up the QR code for my WhatsApp. So if you want to send me information via WhatsApp, check out the QR code, scan it, and send me the information. You want to get revenge? You're tired of this person treating you a certain way. This person is cheating, stealing, lying. They've, kept you from getting a promotion. They've kept you from getting raises. They've gotten you written up. They've gotten you in trouble. They've gotten you fired. They've come and attacked you, your property. You've gotten violations for no reason. They're harassing you. Let me know. Let's put them on blast. I'm Freddie Vasquez. This is Basement Politics Unfiltered. Reach out to me, politicwithfred@gmail.com. Reach out to me on WhatsApp. You can reach out to me here on Politics, Basement Politics, on the Facebook page, on the YouTube. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. We ain't going to stop. We're going to keep on doing what we're doing. And you're obviously concerned. And I blew your spot because you had to go get a pedophile, Shanae. Shame on you. Sick. You're right. That is sick, being with a pedophile. Hey, Freddie Vasquez, this is Basement Politics Unfiltered. To the person on IG that keeps going back and forth with me, yeah, I think you're cloud chasing. I don't know who you are, but you engaging me is upgrading you. Ain't that right, Beyonce? I love you, though. I love you. I want to be united. Let's get together. We can do some big things. If you're about helping the community, I am too, regardless if you like my style or not. You probably don't know me, which is why you may not like me. But get to know me, you'll love me. To know me is to love me. I promise you that. I'm Freddie Vasquez, Basement Politics Unfiltered. And if you're corrupt, and if you're crooked, if you're a liar, and if you are a pedophile, I don't want to know you. Have a beautiful, blessed weekend. I'm out. I'm hoping not to have to come back on. It's up to you guys. It's up to you. I do what I do. Damage control, absolutely. Damage control. Get the pedophile. Pedophile. They got like a pedophile phone. You like the bat phone? It's a pedophile phone. Ruros. Damage control. How much? Give me $1,000. $1,000. You know. Trickery. Trick or treat.
Freddie wins.
Trick or treat. On my feet.
You're watching Basement Politics with my dad, Freddie Vasquez. You're watching Basement Politics with my dad, Freddie Vasquez.
Ain't that the truth?
Freddie wins. Fatality.
Thank you for watching Basement Politics with my husband, Freddie Vasquez.
Freddie wins. Fatality.
By the way, folks, that right there is the three most important people to me, and I will defend them to the death. I'm not concerned with going to jail in order to defend my family, and I'm most certainly not concerned with dying to defend my family. That's just who I am. Be blessed, be well. God is always watching.
Freddie wins. Fatality. Freddie wins. Fatality.
No! She is a weak link. Goodbye.
Freddie